coming to you live on your chin. This is the Goin Deep Show.
'Fighting for evil because good is dumb. This is the Goin Deep Show. I'm the kid. Welcome to March 29th. It's a Thursday. Sitting across from me is Mr. Crowley. What's up?
What's up, the kid?
If you want to reach us, 206. No, oh my God, I almost gave the old listener line number. Shit. You know what the old listener line number was?
No.
206-202-DEEP. Too deep.
Oh, yeah.
New listener line, 3310543. This evening has been nothing but me dodging my, I would say significant other, but sometimes she's way more significant than I want her to be. She's completely altered my entire sense of reality, and I don't like that. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
She's got her claws in you. Deep.
It's because she has a vagina, and there's a lot of vaginas out there, though, but this one is attached to a 27-year-old body with a ass and a titties and the whole thing. You know what she reminds me of? If you want to know what I don't know if I can even call her a girlfriend anymore since she totally dissed me tonight. Well, this isn't the right word. She totally blew up my phone and I ignored her the whole night.
She threw some shade at you, though.
She was shading me, and anytime the girl starts the conversation with this is it, I'm not putting up with this, I'm like, okay. That's always the telltale sign.
Neat.
It's over. I'm like, okay, I'm going. I guess you think you can make that decision. But anybody, if you want to know what she looks like, do a search. Go to Pornhub and look for BB Jones.
Does that look like?
Pretty much. She has the exact same body as BB Jones. Sometimes
I know BB Jones.
BB Jones, otherwise known as Brittany Beth. But BB Jones is this chick from Oklahoma, gorgeous body, fake titties. My girl, no fake titties. And the reason I want to get into a lot of detail about what's going on with my girl is because 2 shows ago, St. Patty's Day show, I get into some details. She obviously was listening because the next day I get a bunch of, why, I don't want you talking about my personal sexual but the problem was a month or 2 ago when I asked her if it was cool talking about sex, she's like, yeah, tell everybody because I want them to know how good it is. So I'm like, okay, you don't get it both ways. This is not how shit works.
Did she fart when she came or something embarrassing like that?
No, but back in the day I thought she farted when I was eating her out 69 style once. I did. I think I called her out on it. I still, to this day, think she farted on me.
Of course, I'm sure she denied it.
She probably heard the show, was too scared to bring it up. So I expect her to discuss this in 3 or 4 days when she hears this. It's just how shit rolls.
You're just piling shit on for yourself. You're making a to-do list right now.
Well, no, it's not really a to-do list. It's just I've said it a million times. Donald Trump pulled a card from my playlist. You just say whatever you want over and over, and then you're on to the next thing, and let anybody who gets caught up in the shit that you already said, just let them continue to just tread in that mud where you left it, and you're on to fucking 12 other things. What? Who gives a fuck?
I might have to take a page from that book too.
You just flood it with a bunch of bullshit, okay?
Baffle them with bullshit. If you can't, what is the phrase? If you can't stun them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit.
Baffle them. So she looks like BB Jones. Except her tits, my girl's tits are probably way better because they're not sliced open and things jammed into them. But yeah, every time I wasn't with her, but I wanted to jerk off to her, I went and found BB Jones porn and jerked off to BB Jones porn. I seriously did.
I definitely won't be doing that later.
Not gonna lie. I want to tell everybody I need to fess up to something. This evening I mentioned to you that my dog had died. And he got hit by a car yesterday. And I keep telling everybody, I came home in the afternoon to let him out, let both of them out. I chained this one up because she's the runner. She'll run away, my little Rosie. And I never had to worry about Reggie running. But the reason I bring the BB Jones thing up is because I was hungry. So I get in the house. I'm going to make a sandwich or I'm going to go jerk off.
Right. What were you hungrier for?
So I went. I'm going to admit this to everybody. My dog died yesterday because I jerked off.
It's kind of. It doesn't surprise me.
I feel fucking awful. And all day I've been like saying to people, my dog died because of me, and they're like, no, it's okay. I'm like, no. I spent too much time looking for this BB Jones porn. I let the dog out. He went running away. I fucking spanked off. I went outside. Couldn't find the fucker. He gets fucking hit by a car. I'm blaming BB Jones for me.
You should write her a strongly worded letter.
I'm gonna
and make sure it's all stuck together too.
I'm thinking I send a letter to Pornhub and complain that it wasn't easy enough for me to find some new porn of BB Jones.
To Pornhub, attention BB Jones. Subscript.
Listen, Pornhub, if you would have come up with new BB Jones porn, I wouldn't have had to gone to page 3 to find some shit to jerk to, and my dog would have been saved. So I'm blaming Pornhub and the fact that have you ever gone there and just like, I've seen all this shit?
Yeah, of course.
I'm getting to the point now where I've seen too much of the fucking shit that's on there now.
I have very specific taste too, so it's not like there's like a ton of it on there. You know?
Yeah, so I'm very upset because I had to jerk off and my dog died. So this
is a sad day.
It's very sad. And I know I'm trying to make light of it, and it's very sad. And any fucking assholes who are like, I can't believe he's fucking saying this shit. I'm being honest. This is the 100% truth. Okay? When I come home in the afternoon, it's going to hurt to say. It's for all you people out there who think that, he's not jerking off because he's saving it for me. You know who I'm talking to. Okay? Okay? No. Pick up my kid. She stays in the car. I go in the house. I fucking spank one off and make myself a sandwich. And I go to fucking work again. That's how the routine goes. Pornhub knows my fucking tendencies as much as Google does, and fucking
it's important
Facebook.
To have a schedule.
You do. You got to maintain. God damn it! I maintain my jerk schedule more than I maintain this goddamn fucking show. I don't need to tell you that. You know this.
Maybe you should just have a cam show where you just jerk off and then make that the Going Deep show. You know, that way you can meld both of your hobbies into one. Make a little money on it too.
My problem recently has just been that I don't know if I'm getting to the age where it's like I got to worry about my testosterone level. Okay, before I remember having to like just fucking let's fucking crank one out like morning, day, and night. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm getting up there now.
That's natural.
Thinking that it's just it might be overthinking it.
The drive goes down a little bit as you naturally age.
I don't want it to.
Well,
why do you got to tell me reality?
I'm good at that. That's what I do.
Fucking shit.
I speak truth to power.
You do. So I'm a little distraught by this. I'm also it's been a weird night. I went and had some dinner. Waitresses were trying to be nice to me because the dog fucking died. And I'm like, you have no fucking idea, okay? I didn't want to talk to anybody. I texted you and like, let's fucking, you're like, want to do a show? I'm like, yes. Let's fucking get in the studio. So
you're getting it out of your system right now.
I'm trying to like,
that microphone's your therapist.
I'm trying to like let it out. I used Instagram to post pictures of him and all that shit, but I don't know. The worst part is when the wife and I split, I didn't want both. I didn't want any of these dogs. Didn't want either of them. I'm like, take the fuckers, please, because it's just a reminder of the past, you know?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Even this house is a reminder of the past.
I know how it goes.
You know, and I hate that shit. So
I'm super practical, so I can't throw out stuff my ex gave to me if I like it and or use it, you know? But every time you look at it, you're like...
You ever had this with a bed? Like a bed you bang some chicks in?
No, because I've had the same bed for a while, and it was my bed.
Yeah.
So I've never bought a bed together with someone.
My ex-wife.
But do you like remember stains? Like,
well, no, not
look at
stains.
that stain. I remember that.
No, see, to me, it didn't bother me all that much. When her and I first got together, like 17, 18, however many goddamn years ago, she left her boyfriend, and they had this king size bed. So when she comes to live here, I'm like, You didn't bring the fucking bed? And she goes, oh, I didn't want to bring it. I slept with him in that bed. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's a goddamn king size. This is the difference between boys and girls.
We're practical. Girls
would just be like, you had sex with someone in that bed? Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm having issues right now with the current. I can't even call her current. I don't even know. She got into this epic fucking, I'm going to write you a Bible tonight, sending me messages because I didn't want to discuss my dog's death. You're the one. This is your problem. I hope you'll realize what you had. All this crap. I'm like, fucking shut.
She's taking out relationship woes and using it to prod you when you're not feeling well.
No, dude. It felt like when that person told me the dog died, it felt like a pumpkin that just got hollowed out. You know what I mean? It's just fucking weird. And I don't know if you come across to me as like this kind of like you look like a badass. When you came into the bar tonight when I was there before you, people turn and look like they give you a look because of how you appear to people. And when I had my longer hair and I would walk into places, I would get that same kind of like what's up with this guy. And there's something about that where you feel okay.
The air changes or in the room kind of thing?
The air changes in the room, and people know that, okay, either they are going to gravitate towards you or they're going to fucking avoid you completely. Now, when I had long hair, I loved it because the girls who liked long hair gravitated toward it. The chicks that didn't, they just got the fuck away. But I have a problem like telling anybody that I feel bad. Do you ever have a problem? I just don't. I don't want people to know my vulnerabilities.
So I've always been like super independent since, if we're going to get real, I've always been super independent. I've had a job since I was 14 years old and I pretty much worked steady ever since. Never had much of a family to fall back on. So I'm the same with my emotions. I deal with them myself. I keep it pretty quiet.
Yep. I don't like people knowing my shit.
Yeah.
And for the most part, everybody deals with the same stuff. So whatever you felt before, I probably felt that same shit. But when it comes down to this podcast and this show, I like to go back and listen to it and know exactly what I was feeling. So, like, that's one of the reasons I will just let it all hang out on the recordings. So, whatever illusion that gives anybody about, like, oh, the kids, this or the kids that, for the most part, every time afterwards, I get some good responses from people who hear it. But
I'll say this right now: the kid is not a character.
No, I think that when shit goes down, I like to be honest about it, and I will say my most intimate fucking shit, man, on here more than if we're out at the bar. I'll say some shit that's.
But it's never fake. It's never not you.
No, no, this is definitely me, which I think frightens the fuck out of people. It's
I'm scared right now.
It's so scary.
It's very scary in here.
It's scary.
Rosie's like trying to make a bed.
I want to talk about something scary. Okay.
Yeah.
I think. This has happened to me in the past. You ever shave your fucking shit? Your fucking nad, your balls, your dick, your whole fucking pube area.
I keep things pretty.
You ever get an ingrown hair down there?
Yeah. And you think it's herpes every time?
I got
every
time I get an ingrown hair down by my dick, I am constantly like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
But then you take little tweezers out and you spin and you pull it out and everything. But dude, it freaks your shit out. Am I right?
Yep. So many times it's happened to me, and every time, no matter how many times it happens to me, I'm still like, oh my god, I got fucking herpes.
Yeah. I didn't think it's even herpes. It's just like there's some type of thing going on now that's not normal.
My brain always goes to herpes though.
Mine goes to like
I don't know why.
Testicular cancer or some fucking like my balls or my dick's never gonna work.
You wouldn't see it on the outside if it was testicular cancer.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll forget that one.
Yeah, you can wipe that one from the old
noggin. But it's
noggin.
Always a fucking.
But now you got herpes to worry about.
Thanks a lot for the herp worry. We a couple of years ago, there was a Hooters waitress who had just this gigantic. It looked like a goddamn volcano on her face.
And that's a bit of a place you go to, like, like be around attractive women, It's one of the perks. And it really ruins the whole illusion, doesn't it? When they got They got a big old cold sore on their
Can you
lip.
bring me my lunch
like-
and you're covering your face like
you should take the next week off.
please don't look at me while you're handing me my fucking chicken nugs, please, with the fucking herpy lip.
Here you go.
Want to come over later? No.
We got to talk about you being mind controlled. Though.
By who? By everybody?
By the pussy.
Yeah. By the pussy who's sending me fucking huge ass messages, or
Well, that's just a symptom of a larger problem.
yeah, women in general.
In fact, I have a little subject I want to read about.
All right, here, let's go. Let's do it. Mind control in the pussy.
I stumbled across an article that was pretty interesting. Has to do with copulins. And copulins, well, let me just read the article. The vagina produces a thick fluid known as copulin that has an actual mind control effects on the male's brain. If the male is exposed to woman's copulins, over time she will be able to 1. Change, remove, or insert memories. 2. Tell the male what he sees, hears, feels, smells, tastes. 3.
Tell him?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. This is if you ever learn about like cults and stuff and how they brainwash people, it works in a very similar fashion. 3. Insert subconscious thoughts that will surface as his own ideas or behavior later. So if you've known about like therapists implanting false memories in people, the satanic panic, that was a big thing back in the 80s with satanic panic. Therapists implanting false memories. It kind of works like that. 4. Plant trigger words or actions that can cause thoughts, actions, or sensations in the male at later days, weeks, or even months. Carl Grammer and Elizabeth Oberzauker, researchers who study how the human scent influences sexual attraction, found that when women are ovulating, they produce pheromones called copulins. Copulins have a distinct smell, which Elizabeth described as butter that has gone bad. When a man gets a whiff of copulins, his testosterone levels rise. As a result, he secretes androstenone, or androstenone, an odor that repels women who aren't ovulating. Although the process of coupling a female and male will lay relatively still without having sex with the penis inside of the vagina, the process may take up to 15 minutes and works faster or more efficiently when the female is on top of the male. During this period, the vagina injects up to a half cup, 100 milliliters, of the copulin fluid into the urethral opening at the tip of the penis, which is chemically attracted to semen and will follow the semen down the shaft directly into the testicles. After 15 minutes of coupling,
Are you fucking serious?
After 15 minutes of coupling, the copulins will have entered the bloodstream and traveled from his testicles up into the hypothalamus, a section of the brain that controls hormones, causing the male to become completely influenced by the needs and suggestions of the female.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, you want me to keep going?
Yes.
I told you I wanted to read this article to you.
Holy shitballs.
Once a hypothalamus is flooded with copulins, the male brain is just sitting on idle with only the bare minimum of thought process.
This explains a lot. This explains a lot.
In this state, the male is probably not thinking of anything at all, but any input from the female will become the male's singular focus. After multiple couplings, the male hypothalamus completely ignores his own polypeptides while her copulins are present, even if the female gives no input. Although the male is not forming many original thoughts, the brain is still communicating ideas back and forth. However, these ideas are completely regulated by what the male already knows the female expects.
Holy
this is some
shit.
sick shit, dude.
So, yeah, no shit. So, the fight of the male to battle against these copulins.
It's a losing battle.
It's a losing battle.
Unless you wrap your shit, maybe.
But are you shitting me? So the more I have sex with my girl, the more she's injecting her shit into my brain.
Your body becomes more and more accustomed to it.
Fucking shit. And I'm just going to become what she wants.
I think pussy whipping, you know?
I can say for the past probably year, I can see this being very true. Before, I didn't give a shit. And I'm into the point, I think, now where, you know what? My ex used to use this to me all the time. She used it one time, and I told her to fuck herself about it. If you do the dishes, I'll give you some action. I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself. I'll jerk off instead. You know what I mean? Chores for pussy. Nah, it doesn't work like that for me. Anytime a chick holds her pussy for, like, ransom, so that you could do some shit for her so you can do that.
It's kind of bullshit too, because you should both be enjoying sex. It shouldn't be like a gift one person's giving another.
Right.
It should be mutually enjoyable.
Yep, I agree completely.
Maybe you should have held out the dick for her to do chores.
Yeah.
You're like, if you cook me dinner, I'll give you the dick. Just like throwing it back at her.
Yeah. This is really fucked up.
There's more to this article.
Tell me more.
You want me to read more?
Yeah.
Some women report having conflicting issues of morality concerning coupling and the effects of copulence producing a false sense of happiness in the male, and others more boldly state that they see no problem with coupling and have coupled their husbands while he was asleep. This is usually done in the morning when the male is naturally erect from relaxing night of sleep. Women have given testimonies about the influence of coupling has on their husbands. For example, they routinely do all the housework and are more eager to spend time with the children. Over time, the presence of a woman's distinctive copulence and hormonal scent becomes addictive to the male, which is why a young emperor or prince was often given a large number of females that he could rotate between, never allowing himself to become addicted or under the spell of one woman's copulence.
This sounds awesome. I like that idea.
Copulins are often sold over the counter and online in 100% concentrated form that comes in a perfume spray. This perfume spray will have the same effects on the male as the coupling process and will enhance your ability to control the male, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, and then it goes to a synopsis.
Here's my thing with this. Okay, so if women have these powers in their vagina to infect every man or do all this shit, why haven't they ruled the goddamn world? Think about this shit. They own all the vaginas.
This isn't common knowledge, though. This is chemistry.
Why are we letting this out?
Well, I mean, it's probably more dudes that listen to the show, right?
Yeah. So what we're telling you, dudes.
And I just want to say, if any women would like to come and mind control me, I will. I will happily submit.
We will happily submit.
I will submit to your pussy.
See, here's my issues with this whole situation. Strong women who push and push and push that they're the strong women, stronger of the sexes, all this. I have this I'm fine with equality. I'm fine with that. As long as you don't piss and moan when I say to you that when we go out, I will pay for my meal, you will pay for yours, you will pay for your drinks, I will pay for mine. This time we'll go and I will drive there. The next time we will go and you will drive. That is what equality is about. I don't know how many times I've seen a video online. Some woman gets up there like, he wanted me to pay for half the dinner. And the entire crowd of people is like, oh, what? Oh my God. How can you possibly be with a man who would want you to pay for half the dinner? I mean... It doesn't make any sense. Does a guy? What?
It actually makes sense back in the day when things were different. The woman didn't work. She stayed at home. The man worked, but she also took care of the kids in the house and all that traditional setup. Made more sense than she didn't have her own income. But women are working now. They want equality. This is the end result of it.
And my favorite is when they talk about their emotional needs and wants. And I'm all about them bringing up their emotional needs and wants because that means I get to bring up mine. And it's just fair. I think these bitches don't know what the fucking what tree they're barking up.
What's your list
of my emotional needs?
Yeah,
it's way more simple than theirs.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
It's like,
come on.
The number one is just shut up and leave me alone. That's the first one.
And my emotional need is for you to be absent.
Just be quiet.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's an important one, which completely contradicts theirs. They have to chime in and tell me all the shit that they need, which goes against my first number one.
Hey, kid, what are you thinking about?
I'm not thinking about shit.
Go away.
Thinking about when's the next time I'm going to have a beer. That's about it. Right. No, I think we just fail to realize that we're different creatures. And just, it's fucked up. It's just fucked up. The more that they're like, we need to try to be equal. Why? Because we're the same? No. I
believe in equal opportunity under the law, but I don't believe in equality of outcome at all. No. So, because men and women, we are fundamentally different. And if you say that, I watched a conference recently where these researchers and scientists were giving a talk at a college campus, and the one woman said, there are inherent biological differences between men and women, and before she could even elaborate, people started screaming and walking out of the auditorium and causing a ruckus and trying to pull the plug on the stuff and try to derail the conversation. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. The level of like cognitive dissonance you have to be one of those people. But that's kind of what's going on right now.
It's funny because the contradiction can go from like one sentence to the next, though, where everyone's like, men and women are equal and the same. And then in the next breath, they'll be like, we really need a female president.
Right.
I'm like, if we're equal, then it doesn't matter if there's a male or female president.
Put the best person for the job in there, whether it's male or female, who cares?
Like, if we're all equal and we're all the same and everybody gets an equal
Pretty sure
way,
that's why Trump is president right now.
Doesn't
because
matter.
They pushed for that agenda so hard, even though Hillary was a shit candidate. They pushed for it so hard that's what you get.
The thing about it to me is you can pretty much tell a guy, anything, and they're not. I mean, it takes a little bit more to offend a guy. It really does.
Yeah, of course.
And even if they're offended for like a split second,
they get over it.
We're over it, and we're on to the next thing. We don't give a shit. We don't care. And I don't think that's the case with chicks. I just don't. In fact, the fact that I even use the word chicks is going to piss some fucking chicks off.
Broads.
We called them chicks.
These fucking broads.
Can you believe the fucker called them chicks?
But, yeah, man, just remember, offense is always taken and never given. That's how it works. If Christopher Hitchens, he has a great quote about being offended. He's like, whenever somebody tells me they're offended, I keep waiting for them to make their point.
Right.
It's not my problem that you're offended by something.
No. It's called self-control. Mm-hmm. Deal with it however you have to deal with it. That doesn't mean you're right. Oh, shit.
I like offensive things.
What happened here? The music should be playing.
Did we run over?
I don't know. Let's see here. Where are we at? It says we have 3 minutes left.
3 minutes.
Oh, yeah. This is going over because we hit record on it earlier. We're getting close to wrap-up time here. This has been I don't even know what this is called. These women have these pussy controls over us.
Zombie pussy.
It is a zombie Jesus weekend and zombie pussy. Dog death weekend.
Zombie Jesus pussy sounds like a sweet band. I would listen to that.
How, everybody? Open up for Hold this weekend. Zombie Jesus pussy.
They're punk.
Fuck yeah. So, are we going to get on a regular schedule with this shit, man? We need to. We really do. We really do.
I'm looking at you.
And I'm fine.
You're preaching to yourself right now, right?
I'm fine. There's one thing that happened in the last 24 hours. It's just that the insensitivity of certain people and making it about them. And you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You ruined this. Okay? Blaming me? Okay, no. I'm sorry. This is something I've done for almost 15 years of my life, and it's not going to stop. So this needs to be more of a priority. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be more of a priority. So with that in mind, I send my best to the Reggie Meister. Rest in peace, motherfucker.
Rip Reggie.
Rip Reggie. Right, Rosie, you little bitch?
Where'd you go anyway?
He's right there.
Hiding from me.
But for everybody here in the studio, Mr. Crowley, you got any final words?
Eat zombie pussy before it eats you.
Eat zombie pussy. If you want to reach us, hit up the website, thegds.com. I'm redesigning that right now. You got a new front page coming up for that. Also, go to 8hole.com. There's some shit there. What else? I want to reveal something to everybody. We are starting a card company. I think I showed it to you. It's called Bent. Bentcard.com is the placeholder for that right now. But there's a lot of cool shit that's going on there with the martial arts phenomenon in Phoenix. So This is the spring season of Going Deep. Today's opening day of baseball season. And lots more shit to come. For everyone, I am the kid. Chill.
To the next one.